video. My name's Crystal and today we're going to go through popular raved about products that I don't think is worth your money. So all of these products have been spoken about by big YouTubers in the past, some of them more recently and some of them a little bit longer ago, but all of these products have been spoken about by one or more YouTubers raving about their quality and what they can do for you with your makeup. I've tried all of these on multiple occasions and they have not worked for me. Regardless of how I've applied them, they're just not the right kind of product for me. So all of these products that I'm going to talk to you guys about today are high-end products, so they are not cheap. So if they are products that you love, maybe I'm using them wrong, definitely know in the comments below how you use these products, if they are your favorites or if you love them or if you swear by them. This is just my opinion. That is the beauty of makeup. Some things work for some people better than they do for others, but with these products I just want to be honest, I couldn't recommend them to you if you'd ask me on the street. I would say no, I don't think you should spend your money on these products. So before we get into the video, do not forget to subscribe before you leave. I will also have my Instagram handle on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there, and they will also be in the description box below for you guys as well. I'm posting as much content as I possibly can at the moment because I have the time to do so, so I hope you're enjoying my regular uploads. I'm hoping to keep this consistent even after we go back to our normal lives, and I think that's pretty much everything from me. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start with a skincare product. This particular skincare product was not cheap. I think it was something like $60 to $80. It was in that range. It's the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. Literally, I don't know what it is about this particular toner, but it broke me out next level. I just... So many people have talked about this on YouTube and said that it is their holy grail. It has rose fruit extract and it removes impurities and softens. I used this for about 3 days and my face literally exploded. Such a waste of money. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because the expiration date on this is 12 months and I'm pretty sure we're coming close to that now since I purchased it. I've used it a handful of times, but every single time I've used it, my skin just reacts with it. I don't know if it's because of my skin type. Maybe I'm more sensitive than I thought, but based off the research that I've done, Fresh seems to be a brand that works quite well for an array of skin types. So I was a bit disappointed about this because it was quite expensive, and skincare is something that I do tend to go through quite quickly, so I thought it would have been a great investment if it was something that worked, but it doesn't, and I definitely do not recommend this product. Next up, I have some eyeliners. Now, for some people this could be a great product, but for me it just doesn't work. So these are the Quick Flick. So you get two eyeliners in here. One side has the pen and then the other side has a stamp on it, which looks just like this. So there's one for each eye. So you literally just, you do your line and then you stamp it and then you tidy it up. I don't know what it is about this product. The stamps just don't work for me. It might be my eye shape. I don't know. I mean, wings just don't tend to work for me too well anyway. But I think another reason why I didn't like this product was because if you look at the felt tip on the actual pen itself with the regular eyeliner on it, it is literally so thick. Like, I don't know how you could get a precise line with this, and it bleeds. Every single time I've used this product on my eyes, it's literally bled everywhere. It hasn't stayed where I've placed it. And I mean, I know it wasn't too expensive. I think it might have been like $40 for the two, so $20 per eyeliner, but I mean, you can get drugstore eyeliners that are cheaper than that and they perform so much better. So I was just really disappointed in this particular product and I do regret purchasing it. Next up is something from Colourpop. I did expect so much more from this. They are the Super Shock eyeshadows. I have 4 here. I purchased 4 of these, I think it was mid last year. I don't seem to have much luck with Colourpop. I don't know why. I don't like their lip glosses. I don't like their liquid lips. I do like their eyeshadows in the pans, like in the palettes. They're actually not too bad. I'm actually wearing some of the eyeshadows on my eyes today and I do really like that. But the Super Shock shadows, I expected them to be super creamy, super easy to blend, all that good stuff, but they're just so drying. There's literally barely any color. I've had this one, I think I've used this maybe twice, and if you look at the product itself, oh my god, it just fell out. Look at that. That literally, let me get that off the floor. Literally guys, that just fell out. Like, it's so brittle. It doesn't have anything, like nothing. Like, that is a swatch and I pressed pretty hard just then. There's nothing on my hands. I mean, that's going in the bin. I'm actually just gonna chuck that out now after this video. That's just going straight in the bin. That was the shade Hanky Panky, a really beautiful mauve shade. Bin, gone. So the Super Shock shadows in the shimmers are I don't know, they're okay. I do prefer the Hourglass scattered light eyeshadow pots. I like those so much better. But the mattes, the Super Shock ones, like you just saw before, they just crumble, they dry out, they're just, I don't know, they're gross. Literally going in the bin. I don't like them. I don't think they're worth the money. Like I said, I do think the eyeshadows in the pans that are in the palettes are worth the money. But the Super Shock eyeshadows, unless you're getting a shimmer and like you love shimmers, don't waste your time really. So next up is a foundation. Now this one's by Fenty Beauty. It is their Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This, for some reason, oxidizes grey on me. It's in my project pan. I desperately want it out of my collection. I never at any stage of my fake tan or when I'm fair match this shade. It comes out like when I swatch it on my hand, it's perfect. It's a beautiful neutral undertone. This is in the shade 200, but if I leave it on my skin for longer than 10 minutes, it literally goes grey. I don't know why it happens. It oxidizes and it just doesn't look nice. It also lifts throughout the day. It doesn't melt into the skin and look beautiful and fresh and flawless. It sits on top of the skin. Doesn't matter what primer I use, it just doesn't look nice, and I really do not think it's worth your money, regardless of the fact that it's not too expensive for a high-end foundation. I think it's only like $50 or $55 or something like that. I say that as if that's nothing, but I mean, it's not too bad in terms of, like, for example, the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, that's like nearly $100. This is like half the price, but it's just not worth the money. I mean, why waste your time? Next up is a highlighter. Now this is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Now I do love a good blinding highlighter, amazing. This one though, is there such thing as a highlighter that's too blinding? So I literally just did 2 drops on my hand just then, and that's how it's coming up. Like, it's actually crazy. I couldn't put that on my face. I mean, you blend it out and you blend it out and you blend it out. It's still like a strip. So just off that, it could be good for a body highlight, but that's only if you're looking for something that's really going to be blinding on like your décolletage area or on your shoulders. It could work, but I just think for the price of this, I know that they're not cheap. They're actually really expensive for a tiny little bottle of product. I've had this for years. It hasn't dried out, but I honestly have used it maybe 4 or 5 times over the years that I've had it. When it came out, it was one of those products that I was like, oh my god, I need to have that in my collection. I bought it when I was in America. It had come out over in America before I had made it to Australia, so I was so excited to have my hands on this. And then when I actually tried to use it, it was so potent, it didn't look like a glow from within. We don't need something like this, so I honestly do not think that it's worth spending your money on. So the next couple of products are ones that have been talked about more recently, so they're super high end. I'm not trying to offend anybody. If these are your favorite products, that's great. They're just not for me. So a lipstick that I really don't like is actually the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I have 3 here. I bought these when I was in England last year, and I got them in the shades Pillow Talk, Very Victoria, and Penelope Pink. Now the packaging on these are so beautiful. Now I love Charlotte Tilbury as a brand. Their face products and their skincare is like, you cannot compete. I'm absolutely obsessed with this product here, which is the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I love this. I just think this is fantastic. I'm wearing this as my bronzer and my highlight today. It's just fantastic. Like, you cannot compete with this product. And I also love their foundations and I love their glitter pot eyeshadows as well. So there are definitely products in that brand that I absolutely love, but their lipsticks just don't meet the mark for me. And it's, I don't know if it's like my lip type or what. So I tried Penelope Pink this morning just to make sure that I still didn't like it, and it skips. And it makes my lips more dry. It grabs onto my dry skin that's on my lips already, and it makes it worse. I've tried it with a lip liner underneath. Doesn't work for me either. I really do think it's a bit of a shame because I do love the shades Very Victoria and Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk is one of her cult favorite shades. I'm really disappointed because they are expensive. I'm not going to get rid of them because I love them for their packaging. I mean, they could be decor if I wanted to use them for that. But I mean, this whole rose gold aesthetic, I love this. It's super luxe. I mean, you are paying a premium price for Charlotte Tilbury products, but at least you know that you're getting your value in the packaging as well. I know that's like really trivial, but I mean, I want nice packaging if I'm paying top dollar for stuff. It's just really unfortunate that the product inside is not exactly my favorite. Okay, moving on to a bronzer. This one has been around forever. It is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. It's a cream bronzer. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. Again, same as the Charlotte Tilbury. You're getting really good value for packaging. You are paying a premium price for this product, but the packaging is very luxe. So at least you know you feel like you're getting your dollar's worth there. So this is what the product looks like. It's a beautiful cream bronzer. It kind of looks like the poo emoji, won't lie. But it smells like that signature rose scent that all of Chanel's products have, which is absolutely beautiful. Now, this just doesn't show up on my skin very well. I've heard Kathleen Lights talk about this. I've heard Tati talk about this, and they say that they love this product. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is. I almost always have to layer another bronzer on top of it. And I just don't think for a premium product like this from Chanel that you should have to do that. This was expensive. I think this was like $85 for this bronzer. I have heard that it lasts forever, but it's not something that I gravitated towards. I will always go for my Benefit Hoola, my NARS Laguna, or my Fenty Beauty Shady Biz over this almost every single time. So for me, I've literally purchased a decor piece. That's it. So I'm very disappointed in the sense that I did have high hopes for this product. And in saying that, I also just don't think it's worth your money. Unless you're looking for a decor piece, then it is worth your money. Next up, I have a concealer. Now, no shade to this particular YouTuber, but it is the Geoffrey Star Concealer. Now, everybody has different preferences in terms of what they're looking for in a base product, and I totally get that. This product is just too thin for me. It hasn't got that heavy duty full coverage where I feel like everything's locked down and there's no way in hell that's going to move off my face. I don't get the same vibes as what I get from my Tarte Shape Tape, which I swear by. I love that product. I'm pretty sure everybody loves that product. I haven't come across too many people that don't like that product, but for some reason this on me, it sits in my fine lines because I do have a lot of fine lines underneath my eyes. It's kills me. I'm so over it, but it sits in my fine lines. It goes really dry on me as well, and it tends to crack up. Now, I don't know why, because so many people have talked about this, how much they rave about it, they love it, they think it's fantastic, but for me, it just doesn't cut it. So I will use it up. It's not something that I cannot use where, I mean, there's no way in hell I'm going to touch it. I will use it up. It's got beautiful packaging on it. I mean, you cannot fault Geoffrey Star packaging. He definitely does packaging super well. His products are fantastic too. It's just that this one for me, I can use it. I just have other ones that I am more drawn to, and in saying that, I don't think it's worth your money because you could get other products that are better in the market. No shade to Geoffrey, I just don't think it's worth your money. Okay, so this one is a bit of a love-hate relationship. So this is the Kylie Jenner liquid lipsticks. This one's a velvet liquid lipstick. Now, I like the velvet ones. I hate the matte liquid lipsticks. They crumble on my face. They don't stay smooth. So I mean, like, she puts it on and she's had her lips done, so she has smooth lips. She doesn't have the fine lines and all that in her lips like I do. So I'm a very expressive person and I need a lipstick that's going to be able to move with my mouth, and the liquid lipsticks that she originally came out with just don't do that. The velvet lipsticks do. I'm just showing you guys the velvet lipstick because it's exactly the same packaging. It's just that I threw all mine away because I hated them that much. So I just don't think it's worth your money. They're not super expensive in terms of high-end liquid lipsticks, but I just don't think you should waste your money or your time using them. If you're going to go for one of her lip products, I recommend her velvet liquid lipsticks because they are more comfortable. They just seem to sit a lot more nicely on the lips and they move, whereas the matte ones literally, it crumbles all on the inside. It flakes away very unevenly. It just doesn't look nice after about an hour, whereas this one will stay on your lips for a long period of time and it will wear off evenly and it will look beautiful throughout the day. Okay, so moving on to a brow product. This is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. I do not like this product. I think it's a waste of money. If you're going to go for a brow product by Benefit, definitely go for the Precisely My Brow. So much better than this one because of the applicator. The product itself, the waxy product itself, is quite nice and the shades are beautiful as well. It's just the triangle point shape of this particular brow pencil makes it so difficult to do your brows. You can't be precise and sharp, and then you've got to use all these concealers and brightening products and all that sort of stuff to make your brows look sharp and look beautiful, whereas with this it just makes it so much harder. So I cracked this out the other day to give it a go to see if it was just as good as the Precisely My Brow, and hands down this doesn't even touch that product. So the applicator looks like this. It's this weird triangle point which makes it really hard to apply the product. This is actually my second one of these because I got this before I tried the precisely my brow, and it worked for me back then, but now it just doesn't. So if anyone was to ask me what brow pencil to go for by Benefit, I would definitely recommend the Precisely My Brow and not this one. And I just don't think it's worth your money. Don't waste your time. Get something that's going to work, get something that's going to be precise, and that unfortunately is not this product. Okay, so moving on to the final product that I have to talk to you guys today. Now this is one that is currently being talked about by a lot of people. I mean, I just don't like it. I don't know what the big hype is about it, and it is the P. Louise base in Rumor 2. So many YouTubers are talking about this, saying this is their ride or die, that they love this to the moon and back. I can't stand it. It's so hard to apply, and if you don't put an eyeshadow down on it straight away, like you don't have to set this, but if you don't put an eyeshadow down on this straight away, literally it will just start to crease up as if you have foundation on your eyelids. I still swear by the Soft Ochre paint pot. That one is like the only one on me that doesn't crease up, doesn't sit into my lines. This one honestly doesn't do anything for me, and then once I have placed it down, my eyeshadows tend to catch and it just wastes my time. It takes longer for me to use. I don't think it's worth the money. They don't really have a yellow based one either. This one's in Rumor 2, which everybody talks about, but it's more pinky based, and it just doesn't work with the rest of my neutral toned or yellow toned products that I put on my face. I just don't love it, and I really just don't think it's worth your money. Go for the Soft Ochre by MAC. It's better. It's older, I get that, and people are kind of off the hype of the whole Soft Ochre by MAC, but it's better than this. It's probably not cheaper than this, but I mean, at least you know you're going to get something that's going to work. It's tried, it's true, it's been around forever. Makeup artists love it, and I mean, I don't know what else to say. I really just don't think this product is worth your money. So I would pass on this one. Okay guys, so that is everything from me that I have to talk to you guys today about products that I don't think are worth your money, that are currently in the market and raved about by a lot of people online. I really want to be upfront and let you guys know that I'm very honest on this channel about products that work and products that don't. I don't want there to ever be any speculation of me promoting a product that actually isn't great, because I just don't want that kind of feeling on my channel ever. So I just want to be upfront about these products. I love these brands. I absolutely love the setting powder by Cover FX. I love the Geoffrey Star eyeshadows. I love the Chanel blushes. I love the eyeshadows at Colourpop, just not the Super Shock ones. I love the Charlotte Tilbury face powders. I'm not saying anything in this video about me disliking these brands or throwing shade at these brands. It's just these products I just don't think are worth the money. So if you love any of these, I'm so sorry if I've offended you at all. Let me know in the comments below if perhaps there's a special way that I should be using the product, that I'm not doing it correctly, because I would love to be able to salvage some of these products and not just have them as like decor. I mean, I would actually like to use the product up if I could. So that's pretty much everything from me for today. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. And do not forget to subscribe before you leave, and add me on Instagram as well. I'll have my personal account and my makeup specific account in the description box below for you guys to go and check me out. And I hope you guys have had a lovely day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.